Sipping slow, yakking the act, taking them in.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that DJ Akademiks was triggered at the Is What It Is podcast with Camron called Adrian Broner a junkie, and it went viral. He feels some type of way about that. He feels as though his alcoholism is being attacked in that statement. He feels that, Adrian Broner shouldn't have gotten the treatment that he did all the way because Akademiks can relate to his addiction issues. I want you to smash the like button and share the video as we jump in. Let's get into it all, champ.
I just needed you for entertainment for the show. Fucking junkie. Go ahead, man. My bad.
No, you're all good. 5, 4, 3.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Do I think that was some sucker shit, or Cam was just nah? I think Cam was honestly pissed off that this dude came on the show. Well, let me look at it in a nuanced way. If Cam knew this guy was a junkie and brought him on the show to exploit him, it would be no different than Adam 22 bringing on Boom Gang when he was like out of it. So that would be fucked up, right? So
that ain't the same. That ain't the same. See, here's the difference. The difference is this. Obviously, Camron thought it would be funny to have Adrian Broner up there. Correct? Alright. Camron ain't been around Adrian Broner to know if Adrian Broner is a junkie or not. He would have to display junkie behavior on a regular basis for us to know he's a junkie. Now, we don't know if Adrian Broner is really a junkie yet, but we are seeing him for the first time be interviewed in his current status outside of his boxing career, because ain't nobody really trying to interview him because he's not super duper relevant, right? And they don't really get a benefit from it. But truthfully, he was just trying to put money in AB's pockets. Maybe his social media personality can be misunderstood. Camron doesn't know that this guy is a junkie, but he displayed junkie behavior while being interviewed, which is why he said this. Now, Boom Gang is a whole different story. If Boom Gang was on Adam 22, some of y'all know who Boom Gang is. That was the guy who was doing a lot of theatrics back in the day, probably about nearly a decade now. You've seen him with the tattoos on his face doing nonsense. He ended up getting knocked out, whatever. Boom Gang on Adam 22 is a whole different ball game, because that would just be buffoonery 101. It would be just straight up tap dancing going on and Adam profiting off of a black person acting like something is completely mentally wrong with them, right? So there would be a huge difference there. Secondly, champ, you are an alcoholic, much like your daddy. We're not going to talk about your daddy because this ain't about your daddy, but you're an alcoholic like him, and because of that, you have some sympathy for AB because y'all are both people who have addiction issues, correct? Yeah, champ. But let's continue. Oh, champ.
I guess like if those comments he said then is true, it would be fucked up on Cam's behalf because, bro, you brought on a junkie to embarrass him, but you acted like he was kind of your man's. He was not your man's. However, if he's just mad that this guy is an idiot and he embarrassed himself in this and third, and he's just kind of ranting, I guess not, right? I think it's the second thing, man. I think he's pissed and a little bit embarrassed that this dude that, he probably knew and follows is this much of an addict and washed, and he's like, yo, bro, I'm sorry this is happening, right?
Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of.
Yo, did what's the name react to it?
That over.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm sorry.
To our underdog.
Did AB ever respond to it?
Why would he? Bro know that he messed up. It ain't like he don't know. You dig what I'm saying? You know what he did. Actually, if he responded to it, it's crazy. We haven't heard it. Trust me, if he responded to it, we would have heard it by now. No, he did not. Because I'm pretty sure whenever he sobered up, he's like, oh my God, what did I do? Yeah, because that's usually what addicts do. They don't remember most of the nonsense they do. And then when it's showed to them, they're embarrassed, right? Yeah. At least you hope they are. Some might not be embarrassed, but I'm sure he felt complete idiocy. Like, he felt like a complete moron because of how he conducted himself during his time at the Israel of this podcast. I'm sure he felt crazy. You dig what I'm saying? So all of this nonsense saying, hey, but the Camron might have knew he was a junkie. Nigga, ain't nobody know he was no junkie until he displayed it on that video, on the podcast. He showed that something was wrong. Now, we've seen him do nonsense on social media, but that's different than him actually sitting down and having a conversation, you know, a serious conversation. Because on social media, it could be clout chasing, right? It could be him playing around with, so we don't know what's really going on with AB until we actually sit him down to conduct himself in an interview, and then we know for a fact something is going on, right? That's how we would know. So it's not the same thing that Ak is trying to say. And on another note, you know, you saying that, you know, you trying to say that, you know, AB responded. We were already seeing AB respond already. But he's not going to respond because of how he conducted himself, because he know he messed up. That's why he's not responding. All right?
I'll do it again. 5.
Talking about this nigga want to talk to me. And nigga, you a alky, nigga. I don't want to talk to you, nigga. I just needed you.
Oh, that's Adrian Broner trying to talk to him through the studio window after they kicked him out. Okay, now here's a question. Do you think that, you know, obviously, I think this plays good on social media because it shows Cam defending a woman. But then you could also look at it like, yo, this guy's clearly intoxicated. He's at your studio early in the day. It's a bad interview. I get it. You did pay him. You paid him cash because he had the purse and he brought it over and he gave him the money. But are we with, see, he counted out the money and then,
Nah, but
see, he grabbed the purse with the money and he counted up some cash and gave. Should we look at this and say, yo, Cam, like, bro, why would you, if this guy, if you care about him at all, why would you put this guy on camera?
Why are you on camera and currently drunk? Better question, Akademiks. You would have done the same thing if you was there, except you are a functioning alcoholic. You might have had way more control than AB would have had. If you was on there, if you was up there, all right? Yeah, you would have had way more, you know what I'm saying? You would have had way more control. At least I hope you would, because there's been times you went off the deep end, but not in such ways that AB has. If this is really your man, why put him on camera? Nigga! He didn't know that AB was dealing with what he was dealing with, but now he does. Truthfully, nobody knew. I didn't know. You didn't know. Cam didn't know. They didn't know. They thought he was just on social media, just, you know, being a fool because he was just being a fool. They don't know unless they talk to him and they sit him down. Then now they know that he's dealing with some type of mental illness, because guess what? Addiction falls under mental illness. It does. Okay? So stop trying to paint the narrative that, hey, y'all already knew though. No, we ain't. No, he didn't know. You're triggered because he has an issue similar to yours. That's why you triggered, champ. Yeah.
If this was Adam 22 putting on Boonk or some other drug addict and shit, sometimes I look at these guys when they put on, what do you call it again? Orlando Brown, and I'm like, bro, ugh. You know, sometimes it feels like, no, chat, like, I'm really asking a question. If I really look like this, y'all gotta let me know, bro. This is some shit where you're like, all right, I think I'm good. I think I'm good off of this shit. I know I get lit and I get wild off that Henny and I get wild off that liquor. But if I'm ever looking like this, when other people are perfectly sane and they're talking above my head and I'm like looking slow and I'm looking stupid, bro, you gotta tell me like, yo, you're not Akademiks no more. Like, you're like some
nigga, they did tell him that. What are you talking about? That's why he got taken off. He got him off camera. Not only for disrespecting Stab Baby, but because he was clearly gone. And Cam recognized this. Okay? What do you mean they gotta get him off camera? That's exactly what happened. How are you complaining about something that literally happened? Nigga, Cam got him off camera. You're so drunk, you don't even realize that he did do this. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why you guys are a problem. You alcoholics are issues. Alright? I've never been an alcoholic. I've dealt with people who have had alcoholism. I don't like to deal with people who have alcoholism, I'll be honest, because they're literally just as bad as someone that's on dope. To me, it's the same thing. They're both poison at the end of the day. Dope and alcohol are both poisonous. They're not good for you. Alcohol causes cancer. Me, myself, I don't even think that I'm interested in even drinking anymore myself, and I do sometimes casually, but I'm really kind of drawn away from even doing any alcohol in the future, to be honest with y'all. I mean, shout out to everybody who does. That's your business. You do whatever it is that you want to do. But me personally, alcohol ain't been calling my name. It hasn't. I'll be honest. But let's keep it going.
Other slow version that looks retarded, my nigga. Like, shape up. What the fuck? Bro, I don't know. Wow. Okay. I'm wondering if Adrian Broner was in there on some shit like, yo, your boyfriend's a streamer, man. Yeah, I could do what I want. That's still disrespectful, but why would he feel so? Maybe he was drunk. He do seem under the influence, right? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Why am I seeing this? Okay, this is going to be the last topic, chat. We're like passing.
All right. So, to end this game, ladies and gentlemen, Akademiks is triggered because he himself is also an alcoholic dealing with an addiction, because that's what alcoholism is. It's an addiction to alcohol, correct? Well, if you have addiction issues, if you have problems like that, well, you really shouldn't be up there. It makes someone look crazy, all right? So I'm sure Ak is putting himself in AB's shoes, but truth be told, we didn't see all types of people off dope on camera. Whether it's Orlando Brown or whoever now, has Orlando Brown really been on dope when he's on camera, or is he acting? Because from what I understand, Orlando Brown's doing a lot of acting. Yes, he has definitely dealt with being addicted to dope. It's true. Yeah, but at the same time, Orlando Brown a lot of the time is playing around. He's playing a role. He's playing a character. Dig what I'm saying? So I don't think it's the same. I'll be honest. All right, but gang, you listen. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Do y'all think that Akademiks' alcoholism was triggering him in the moments of seeing Camron going on your boy AB? All right, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section, man. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you share the video. Subscribe to the Mayor Second channel. That's called Big Gotham. It's a fire channel. Just made it last month and it's nearly at 1,000 subs. Just dropped a new video up there. Make sure you tap in. Also join the Main's Discord, which is also called Big Gotham, which has nearly 1,000 people in it. Make sure you join. Everything will be in the comment section. Make sure you tap in, alright? And one last thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the Mayor. The one and only real New York Mayor F. Eric Adams, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. Everybody knows the town versus everybody at all times. Hit that like, share the video. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.